Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another payday prep. Now, this isn't a very extensive payday prep, but I wanted to go ahead and show you that I'm still trying to keep my pantry stocked up as best as possible. So I am replacing it with things that I'm using up, and I'm going to show you what I got. I got a couple of things that I don't normally get, but as I see, or I think that in the future, our trade with China is not going to be the same that it is now. I think it's going to degrade, where we're not going to be getting as many things from China as possible. And there is one item here that was made in China that I am glad I got, and I'm going to show you what it is and why I got it. Now, let me go ahead and go over with you guys the things that I got. Now, this here was actually made in Japan. And what it is it's a garden knife. And it's stainless steel, and it's very, very nice. As you can see, it's used for digging. It has a ruler on one side that goes from 1 inch to 6 inches. And surprisingly, it has a very sharp knife and a serrated edge as well. So I went ahead and got this because most of the gardening that I'm going to be doing, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be on raised beds. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm looking out some years in the future. When I get older, I'm not going to be wanting to bend down as much, and raised beds I think will work better for me as I progress in age. And also I think that it will help a little bit with any rodents wanting to get up on there, and it'll be a lot easier to maintain for myself, right? So I think that this will be a very handy tool to have in the future when I have my raised beds. Now, let me go ahead and show you a couple of other things that I got. I got 2 of these. And what this is liquid food, liquid plant food. And these are to be used in the arrow gardens. Now, when I got those arrow gardens, I also got a whole bunch of pods that are blanks, that don't have any seeds in them, that I can put my own seeds in them. And this plant food is 1 liter. And I believe that these were like $20 a piece, which sounds kind of pricey, but this will grow a lot of greens. All right, this will grow a lot of greens. I'm guessing that using both of these bottles is probably enough for me to grow enough greens for the next 2 to 3 years, because it doesn't take a lot of plant food to grow those greens in the arrow garden. So I got a couple of these. So if you have some kind of a hydroponic or aeration system that you use for gardening indoors, I recommend that you stock up on these, because there's a lot of nutrition built up inside of these little bottles. So I got those. As you can see here, I got 6 cans of corn, which were actually a pretty decent price, given how things have been going up in price. These were 70 cents a piece, so I went ahead and grabbed 6 of them because I noticed that we were using some of the ones that I had in my extended pantry, all right, in my mid to long-term pantry. So I'm going to go ahead and replace the ones that we've used out of there with these 6. Same thing with the green beans, right? And to tell you the truth, when I went shopping for these, they had a very good supply of these. I could have probably gotten a case of each, but I only went ahead and got 6 of each. But I got some green beans as well. And same thing with these. We were running a little bit short, not necessarily short. We probably have at least a good 1 year supply of green beans and corn, but I want to make sure that I keep my preps topped off. So I got 6 of these as well. I ended up getting a couple of these boxes of peas for my pea shooter. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to have a pea shooter, make sure that you afford yourself a little bit in your budget to purchase peas that you can go to the range with. All right, it's very important that you stay up to date with your training. Okay, so I got a couple of these, and they were actually a very good price. I mean, these are boxes of hundreds, and I paid $24 per box. So that means that if I would have bought 5 boxes, which I couldn't because they only had a limit on 2 boxes, but if I would have bought 500 rounds, I would have been able to buy 500 rounds of 9mm for only $125, which is a great price, in my opinion. And I also got these, and I'm going to show you what these are. I'm going to open one up, show you what these are. So, you know, years ago, I don't know how many years ago it's been now, but remember back in the good old days where gas cans came with a nozzle that actually worked and they didn't make a mess like the nozzles that they come with now? Yeah, remember those days? Well, they sell these kits that will allow you to legally, I believe, convert the gas cans that you have now that come with those terrible nozzles into the same thing. And there's a couple of reasons why I really like these nozzles, right? I've been looking at these for a while, haven't gotten them, but I thought I better get these just in case, because I do believe that these are made in China, and they are. These are made in China. So I figured I better get some of these while they're still there, so that I can convert some of my gas cans with these nozzles, because they're just a lot better, in my opinion, and they're not as messy as those other nozzles that they come with nowadays when you buy them. Now, what this comes with is, it comes with two, I don't know what caps on, but two twist-on caps, right? It has a nice screen in there, which is pretty nice. And one of the things that I really like is that the top is a twist on and a twist off, and it has a gasket in there. So when you're done pouring, all you do is just twist this on, and it seals your gasoline, and it doesn't let it vent. All right. In addition to that, it comes with a vent that you put on your can. So what you need to do is you need to get a drill with a drill bit and go ahead and drill the hole in it, and this will tell you what size it is, what size of a drill bit you're going to need. I've done this to only one of my cans because I bought one just in a pack of one previously, which was a lot more expensive. These were a lot cheaper than the one that I bought in the one pack. But you're able to put this vent on. That way, when you are pouring your gasoline, you can open this vent and it will allow your gas to flow a lot better. Well, look at who's making a cameo. Look at who's here, ladies and gentlemen. It's little Pebbles. 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 She's out here enjoying the sun with me and supervising, making sure that I'm doing things right. So this will allow you to vent the can as you're pouring the gas, which will give you a nice steady stream instead of those new cans that you have with that new nozzle that you hear that gulping every once in a while. It's because the can inside is starving of air and it's trying to suck in some air to displace the gas that you're putting in your tank, wherever you're pouring it into. So these are a very good deal. Now, how much did I pay for these? These actually came in an 8-pack. So I got 8 of these for $44, which is a great deal because the one that I purchased about a year and a half ago was $11 just for one of these that I got in our local gas station here. So for 4 times as much as what I paid for one, I was able to get 8. All right, so I'm pretty much getting them for half the price as what I paid for the one. So I ended up getting 8 of these, and I'm seriously thinking about getting 8 more because I've got a lot more than 9 gas cans. All right, so this is what I got today, ladies and gentlemen. So now what I'm going to do now is what I told you I was going to do during our live stream. I'm actually recording this about 20 minutes after we finished our live stream. That's why you see that I'm still out here in the same place that I was when we were doing our live stream on Sunday. All right. So what I'm going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to go ahead and move this screen over to show you some of the seeds that and the pricing that Dark Age Growing has. If you guys saw my live stream yesterday, I told you that I was going to promote his business because he has a business on selling seeds now, and I think it's a great deal for what you're getting and the types of seeds that you're getting. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know about that as well. Also, after that, I'm going to go ahead and show you a gift that I received in the mail from one of our community members, and I think you're going to be blown away. If anything, please watch that part of this video because you're going to see how beautiful this piece of art is that I got sent by one of our community members. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's go ahead and let me show you what's going on with Dark Ages Growing, his seeds, and I'm also going to go ahead and leave his information on a pinned comment and in the description of the video. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so here's the listing of the seeds that are for sale. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and leave the link to Dark Ages in a pinned comment, and I'm also going to leave it in the description. Okay, so go ahead and bookmark that link. That way you guys can have it, and you guys can go ahead and visit his website and see what he has. But I'm just going to go over real quick what he has from what he sent me on this PDF. Now, it says here, first of all, that seeds available now, and there's going to be a $5 shipping charge on all orders. Now, taking the $5 shipping charge into consideration, I still think that these seeds are a really good deal for what he's charging. So for sweet corn, he's charging $1.50 for 60 seeds. Let's see. He's also charging, let me see. Okay, I guess there's different types of sweet corns, and you can see them here. I'm going to let you guys take a look at them. You can freeze the screen if you like, or you can just go onto his site. All right. What else do we have? We have peas for $1.25 for 50 seeds. We have beans, $1.25 for 50 seeds. Carrots, $1.25 for 50 seeds as well. And you need to ask him for pricing on asparagus roots, catnip, and chocolate mint. He also sells what are called sunchokes, which are Jerusalem artichokes. And I have heard that Jerusalem artichokes are perennials and that they pretty much grow forever on a seasonal basis. All right, so go ahead and take a look at his channel, ladies and gentlemen, as well as his website, because I think that these are pretty good deals. And if you are having trouble sourcing seeds where you are, well, here you go. You have a good source right here that can ship it to you for only $5 shipping. And as you can see, the prices, to me, the prices seem pretty well. Here where I'm at, for a small pack of seeds, it's usually at least $2.49 per pack. All right. So having said that, let's go ahead and let me show you guys what I got in the mail. I've already opened it, and I had to actually have some help to film it because it's really big. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. This is beautiful. The person that sent me this made this herself. And when I opened it and my wife saw it, her jaw dropped. And she said, "Do you know what that is?" And I'm like, "It's a quilt." She said, "No, that's not just a quilt. That's a 200-hour quilt, if not more." I had no idea what she was talking about. So I asked, and she said, a quilt is usually measured in the number of hours that it takes for people to make it. And I was like, "Really? It took 200 hours or more to make this?" And I said, "How?" And she said, "Because every single square that you see on this quilt was individually sewn together, and then all of the squares together were sewn into the quilt." So when you look at this, I'm like, wow, this thing is beautiful. And what you're looking at here, this yellow thing that you're looking at, that represents the North Star. And I didn't know that, but I read it from the letter that was sent with this package. Now, the letter that was sent with this package was probably 2 pages long, or almost 2 pages long. And to tell you the truth, ladies and gentlemen, when I saw this and I realized the extensive amount of work that it took to make this, I couldn't even read the letter. My wife read the letter for me because I was a little choked up, and that's the truth. But the letter explains what's behind the quilt and why she made it the way that she made it. And to tell you the truth, I'm going to go ahead and keep that for myself because I find it very special that this person took the time to actually look at some of my videos and listen to some of the things that I was saying in order for her to get the information that she needed to make this quilt as special as it is. Now, when I told you guys before I showed you this, that this was more a piece of art than anything else, that's exactly what I consider it. And I just want to let you know, and you know who you are, the person that made this. I love quilts. I have a quilt that I've had for years that is pretty much in shreds. and I would not throw it away. So my wife ended up sewing a blanket onto the quilt just to hold it together. And this is definitely going to be used on a daily basis, as it will be in my bedroom. Now, this person also asked me to go ahead and use this quilt as a backdrop whenever I do my live streams inside the house, to replace that pink camouflage blanket that I normally have on that couch. And I will be more than happy to do that. So thank you very much, and God bless you. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. This is Alaska Prepper, and I'm out.